I'm Lenore Bowles, and this is what Lenore said. So I am here to talk to you today about high-risk behaviors in a new relationship. So this is a little bit scary because I've been talking to some people, and apparently this is like a thing now. And like I said, I've been out of the dating game for a very long time, and I'm just getting back into it where I'm comfortable because I know who I am, I know what I want, and I can recognize red flags pretty quickly. And when I see a red flag, that doesn't necessarily mean that I exit the situation, although I guess most of the time I have, because the flag was something that I was not willing to put up with. Now, a red flag is not necessarily a stop sign. Most of the time, it's just like a warning. Hey, pay attention to this behavior. Talk about the behavior. If it continues to happen, then you need to leave, because that person's not respecting the fact that you've come to them and you've had a conversation and communicated how you feel about whatever the thing is, and they're still continuing to do that. Well, in that case, then you need to do what's best for you. And for most of us, that is leaving. And don't feel bad because you decide to not deal with someone anymore, because you need to do what's best for you. So let's talk about some of those high risk behaviors. So some risky dating habits. Okay. I'm saying this because I know it happens. Ladies, do not drive to a man in the middle of the night to meet them. That's not good. It's not a good look. You're putting yourself in a very risky situation. You don't know this person from Adam. You don't know who he is. He could be a serial killer. And I feel like that sounds funny and it sounds like an extreme case, but you don't. How many news stories have you seen like this person disappeared in the middle of the night without a trace and they've never been heard from again? You don't want to be a headline. Don't risk your life for the sake of being in a relationship. That is crazy. If a man is asking you for money, do not loan money to anyone, for that matter, but to a man that you are dating or a man that you are interested in, unless you can afford to lose it, because they may not give it back and they may ghost you. And then you'll be pissed off and upset about it because they made this promise to you and now they won't respond to messages and they blocked you on social media or whatever the situation is. So don't loan money to anyone, especially a man you are just like getting to know, unless you can afford to lose it. Excessive drinking. So let me tell you a little bit of something about me. I love wine and tequila. I love wine and tequila. I'm looking at the top of my refrigerator where there are several wine and tequila bottles sitting right now, but I am not going to drink excessively when I'm just learning someone, whether that is someone I'm just dating casually, or I'm just meeting them for the first time. Maybe it's a first date. Like, you don't want to lose your head. So for me, I try, like, it's like a 1 drink maximum when I'm on a first date, because I need to be able to keep my head in this situation. And I don't get sloppy anyway, because when I drink, I normally get sleepy. So I just want to go to bed. I don't like when I drink a lot, I just want to go to bed, but I'm not like belligerent or angry or mean or that sort of thing. I just want to sleep and lay down. Like, I will find a spot and like, you'll be like, why is she sleeping right now? So I guess I'm a lightweight in that sense. But when I am first meeting someone and it's a first date or a second date, it could be like a 10th date, but you're still just like getting to know who this person is. You definitely don't want to drink excessively. First of all, you're putting yourself at risk. You don't know who this person is. You don't really know. You at that point, you've only met their representative. You don't know who this person is for real. They could be crazy. Again, they could be a serial killer. You need to keep your head. You need to be able to keep your wits about you at all times so that you're thinking clearly. So I would say like a 1 drink maximum, no more than that. That may be hard for some people. On the flip side to that, if you are healing from a toxic relationship and you are drinking excessively, you need to get help from that today, right now, because you are not going to heal because you are masking the pain with alcohol. And I say that because there had been, when all of this like healing stuff happened, before I decided like I really need to fix me and I need to figure out what's going on and how do I grow from this? What have I learned from this? Before I started asking myself those questions, I would come home from work, and you guys have seen in past videos, I laid in the bed and cried myself to sleep. But some days I would be in the bed with a bottle of wine or 2, and I would drink myself to sleep. That only happened a couple of times because I felt like crap the next day. I had to get up and go to work the next morning. So like that didn't last long, and it's like that's totally outside of my character. Like I don't go excessive with drinking for that reason. But if that is you and you are excessively drinking to mask the pain and the hurt, you need to get help right now, today. Seriously, I can't even talk about it enough because you're never going to heal if you're masking the pain. It's painful. Breakups are painful. Cheating or being cheated on is painful. All of this is painful, but you have to feel that pain to heal from it. You can't mask it. And unfortunately, some of us will mask it with alcohol. We may be masking it with drugs. You can't do that. So if you are struggling with that right now, you need to go get in a detox center, go to rehab, like seriously focus on being sober, working on yourself, and not masking that pain. So I'll get off my soapbox there. I feel like that's probably the biggest ones. Okay, it's not. I got another one. So, do not, and I won't even say do not, because, you know, through this whole healing process, I've gotten closer to God and I've started reading my Bible more and, you know, just reflecting and learning who I am and what I want. And like my conversations with God have changed. I'm asking him to show me the direction he wants me to go. Show me what I should be doing. Help me make these decisions. Is this what's right for me in my life? Is this how you want me to serve you? Those are the conversations I'm having now. So in that, I've made some decisions about how I want to live my life. Like I just want to be a happier, healthier person. I want to get closer to God. So if you are, and this is going to be a little bit of like a Christian on her soapbox, just for like this quick. I don't even know how to say this. I'm just going to say it. Don't be around sleeping with random men because you're trying to mask the pain and hurt. Because a lot of women do that. A lot of women will sleep with anyone that they can bed because they're hurting and they're trying to fill that void. And that's not filling the void. It's really a temporary thing. And usually women feel gross afterwards. Like they feel dirty. And this is me just generalizing, obviously. I'm not saying all women do this or all women feel this way. But of the women that I have spoken with that have done this, they felt unclean. They didn't feel clean afterwards. They felt dirty. They knew in the moment when they were doing it that they didn't want to do this, but they were hurting so bad that they wanted anyone to feel that pain. And that's a hard place to be in. It's not tough. So literally, if you need to make the decision to be celibate, do that. If you need to, I don't know, if you need to get closer to God, do that. Like, do what you need to do, but don't go around sleeping with random men because you're hurting from a breakup. And you see this all the time where men hop right into a relationship. So the girl's like, well, I'm going to get in a relationship too. But in their mind, they're in a relationship with the guy. They're just having fun, that sort of thing. So you don't want to then become, go from one toxic situation to another one because you haven't done the necessary work to actually heal the crap from your first bad relationship, and so that you're not transferring that over to the next relationship. No one wants to hop from one bad relationship to the next, and we see it all the time where people hop from relationship to relationship to relationship, or from one sexual partner to the next sexual partner to the next sexual partner, because they're not dealing with what they're hurting from. They're just feeling that temporary void. So do the work you need to. Don't excessively drink. Don't loan money. Don't sleep with a bunch of people. Don't mask the pain and the hurt with drugs. Don't go start meeting people random times of the day and night. Like, you need to do this stuff smart. I'm against online dating for my own personal reasons, but I do know people that this has worked for. So I'm not going to say don't do it, but date smart. Like, tell your person, like I always told my best friend and my mom, this is where I'm going. This is who I'm with. Here's his phone number. Here's his picture. And I'm like sending all of these things. And this is what time I'm coming home. Hey, I got here. I would call them before I got out of the car, like, hey, I'm here at the restaurant, or wherever we were going. And then when I got back in my car, like, I'm back in my car safely. Hey, I'm at home and the door's locked. Like, you need to be communicating with a third party so that we know that you're safe, because this world we live in, it's crazy and it's scary, especially with all this stuff. Like, all the stuff that's going on with like the women getting killed, like, you don't want to put yourself in a bad situation. So avoid those risky situations wherever you can. I will leave it there this week. And of course, as always, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell if you haven't, so you'll get notifications when I post a new video. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye.